Recently on Twitter, Solardo announced that they were only getting 1,800 reach on their Instagram posts. Now, this is really bad because they've got 241,000 followers on the platform. So it means they're not leveraging Instagram and then changes in the algorithm to maximize their reach and maximize their potential to hit new fans and also speak to current fans. Now, I decided to jump on Twitch that day to chat through 11 things they could improve in their content, in their Instagram, and in their strategy. Since then, we've seen a ton of growth from them. We've seen a ton of growth from their followers. We've seen a ton of growth from their reach just by looking at their page. And in this video, I break down those 11 things which we suggested that they could change to improve their reach on Instagram, to leverage Instagram Reels, and give them more content ideas for Instagram to grow as DJs and producers. Hey Shedheads, I'm back in the shed. Welcome back for another video on how to grow on Instagram for DJs and producers. And if we've not met before, hey, I'm Grahame Farmer, the founder of Data Transmission and the Artist Blueprints. And we love focusing on growth on Instagram for DJs and producers. Okay, so let's not waste any more time and let's get into these 11 things. Number one, they weren't using Instagram Reels enough. Instagram has changed recently and it's preferring Reels. You can tell they prefer Reels because when you go to the Instagram app, the button right by your thumb is the Instagram Reels option. It takes you to the Instagram Reels homepage and that's why they're focusing it. They also changed all video on the platform to now be Reels. For someone like Solardo, I would have thought they've had tons of video content. They're filming all the time. They've got videographers. They're making loads of content. So they're going in with a heavier strategy on Reels would be possible for them. They are also earning loads as an artist. They're one of the highest paid acts at the moment. They're being on the biggest bills. So that means they can afford teams and members to make content for them. You can see from their videos, they're more professionally made and they must have masses of content at their disposal. When you start going heavier on Instagram Reels and having a heavier strategy, the views start stacking up. You get bingeability. People start watching one, then they watch the next one, and the algorithm shows them more of your content. Also, Instagram Reels have a lot longer shelf life than a normal post. We've seen the growth. I've seen it personally that once you post a Reel, you still get reviews and comments weeks later. Number two, all of their content seems to be slightly overproduced. They were too worried about how it looked. Some of the rawer clips of them just performing like other people in their peers. If they looked at Jamie Jones, for instance, he was posting much more rawer clips, which were getting much more reach and much more views and much more comments, hitting all of those social signals that are required on Instagram. So mixing up the content from their really, really long, nice reels to shorter, punchier ones would definitely help their content strategy. Point three, did they understand their current audience? Now, I've been a fan of Solardo for 10 years and we've been writing about Solardo on Data Transmission since the very start. We actually met them before they even announced their first record and they played us loads of music and then we were one of the first people to write about Solardo. So we've gone on the journey with them. But now we're 10 years older. So who are their current fan base? What do they like watching? What are their older fan base? And kind of nurturing both at the same time. Can they be delivering shorter, punchier content for their new fans and to find new fans? Number four, they weren't collaborating with other people enough. Now Solardo are a massive act. They have the ability to collaborate and do collaborative posts with other people, which punches the reach up. That collaborator option combines your page with another page, and they have the ability to collaborate with other big pages. They play at Ushuaia in Ibiza every Tuesday. Now they could do a collaborative post and make that possible to access that fan base and pull some of that fan base in to be new fans of Solardo. They had actually done a post with Vintage Culture recently, and it was one of the biggest posts on their platform, but that was the only one they'd done. So why are they not doubling down on the stuff that is working? Number five was let's look at the goals of their content. Their content seems to always be about selling more records, selling more tickets, and documenting their journey. If they shifted the focus and they shifted the goals of the content into community, into music, also bigging up other artists and bringing up other artists, it doesn't put them down by bringing someone else up. It actually makes them look even more cooler because they're saying, listen to this person, listen to that person. They do it in spates on the label and through the label pages, but they could do it in their own channel as well. And by shifting the focus to community and more music and bigging up these artists, that's going to bring them up and make them look even better. It's also going to attract new fans because you're connecting with the other artists that might have fans as well. And don't worry, they're not going to take your gigs. You're still going to get them because you're a big act and you're making amazing music and you've got an established fan base. Number six, self-auditing your content. Always do the feed test. Scroll back and look at your content and be subjective to what you've posted. Does it fall in line with your goals? Does it fall in line with what fans want to see? I'm always considering it when I look at pages. I'm an electronic music, dance music fan at heart. And first and foremost, it's what do I want to see? And we can definitely see they are doing that from this tweet. But let's go in and look at what other their peers are doing. What are people like Jamie Jones? What are Charlotte DeVitt? What are Deborah DeLuca? What are Eats Everything? Patrick Topping? What are those people doing? And look at the actual length of posts, look at the captions, look at the how often they're posting, and all these things. It's looking in self-auditing, and it all matters, and it's all going to help. As new DJs and producers, you can look at your peers as well. Look at people a little bit above you. What are they posting? What have they done? What's working for them? There's only so many ways you can make content, and there's only so many ideas. So it's not about copying them. It's about just kind of looking at what's working for them and making your own version that's with your space. It's always you plus the content equals is the reach. Number 7, are you using outdated methods in Instagram? They were overusing single pictures. Single pictures don't really work anymore unless you put them as a reel. Carousels still have reach and they're still good for current fan base. But as mentioned in point 1, they weren't really pushing reels. And since we've put this video out and did that Twitch stream and sent it to them, they are now hammering it and you can see the growth. They were talking to camera and not putting subtitles on their posts. And this is really easy to do. There's an app called CapCut and it actually does it in seconds and it's free. They were using carousels, but it was always the same track. And why not use that space to show us new music? Show us kind of 10 tracks that you liked. Or as other producers like Vivian Casanova's doing, she's posting 10 tracks that she's demoing and then she's asking the audience which one she likes. She's getting feedback from the fans, but she's also getting feedback from the fans online. And she's signing records like that. Which one do you like? A, B, C, D, D, F, G. The fans comment and it gives her a kind of positive feedback into which records are working. Darius Sorosin does this as well. Check out what he's doing. He always posts 5 tracks, the big track from that set, and then asks people if they want the track name to comment. People then comment, he replies, and it builds out the reach of that post. Number 8 is all about CTAs. Now, a CTA is a call to action. With Instagram or any social media platform, you have to tell people what you want them to do. Share it. If you like it, share it with your friends. If you like this, comment this. If you want to see more of this, comment this. Which track do you like? A, B, C, D. If you want something, comment Discord, comment YouTube, and then I'll reply with the link. These all things expand the reach. Or it could be as simple as save it, like it, follow me. Follow me for more music. Follow me to keep up to date with me. You have to remind people what to do, because otherwise they'll just watch it and scroll past. Number 9 was all about community and building their community more. If you then looked at the engagement in their post, their comments were all older fans or all older DJs or DJs that were already following them. There was nothing in their kind of fan base actually being engaged. Why not set up an engagement trap where they're like, if they put it out there, if you commented Solardo, for instance, or commented Solar first every time, then there'll be rewards for you. And making those rewards, which they can easily afford, simple things as t-shirts, guest lists, tickets, caps, picking them every now and again, and making that kind of club of people that are in the Solar Club that get rewarded for stuff. It builds more community and makes their fan base stronger and then makes them stronger. Why not make it out there as this kind of secret thing that when they put the set times out on their story, the first person to comment is with the word Ushuaia, and they have to be on the island, gets a guest list, and they just message them back and go, hey, you've got a guest list, you've won it. It's kind of a secret moment that's out there, but not out there, but people do it and they kind of builds up and they kind of share it with their mates. Well, go and comment Ushuaia. And people learn about it, but because they do, it becomes a thing that they have people follow you or they set the reminders to go and make sure they see that post first and can comment first. They've got thousands of fans and this will extend the reach of the stories and it will show their set times and their events off more than just saying, go here and buy a link. Number 10 was distribute their content to other platforms. Now they're making this content and they weren't really leveraging TikTok, they weren't really leveraging YouTube, and they weren't really leveraging Facebook. Now, Solardo, when they started, they were the kings of Facebook and they were absolutely destroyed it. And they built such a fan base in the early days of Facebook. Since then, we moved to Instagram, but Facebook is now back with Instagram Reels and they're making the Reels for Instagram. So why not post them on Facebook and kind of leverage that platform as well? They're making the content, but just not distributing it. And number 11 was captions. The bit that you write after you've posted it, the bit you kind of put underneath to leverage, tell people about what you're doing. They seemed a little bit safe. They seemed a little bit like management. Now, if you've met the Solardo guys, they're crazy guys. And their posts just seem to not have enough of their energy in it. Since we had that Twitch stream, they've changed this. And this is one of the things they have changed. They've got more in there. They've made it more funny. They've made it more about them, which is important. People connect with that and connect with you. Are you making any of those mistakes? Let me know in the comments below and let me know if you've taken something from this video or you're going to start implementing one of those. As ever, this was a big look at the Solardo's campaigns and they're a massive act, but there's definitely little things in there that you could be doing yourself. Do you struggle with social media? Do you struggle with Instagram? Do you struggle with content? Do you want to work with me and the data transmission team? Well, if you do, my artist blueprint covers exactly that. It covers content, it covers Instagram, it covers growth as DJs and producers on social media. It also covers Spotify, SoundCloud, and getting your music signed to the right label. We all even show you how to get more gigs. Who doesn't want that? If you want to be part of that, and you think that's for you, then it's all about jumping on a discovery call with me. We'll sit online and have a chat about what you're doing now, where you want to get to, and if the bit in the middle is a course, then we'll discuss working together. If you want in on that, click the link below and just jump on a call and have a chat. Thanks for being here with me this week, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.